Hey guys, Kuzomari here, back with another video. In this video today we're doing another installment of my redesign series, where we take a character from one series and put them into another series, theme, or genre to see how cool we can make them look. To play off my last video's theme, and the fact that this series might be ending soon, so sad, I decided to use Meliodas and transform him into a Black Clover Magic Knight. And just like one of my previous videos with Natsu from Fairy Tail, and redesigning stuff into Black Clover Magic Knights, I always felt was really fun between these kinds of series, like Seven Deadly Sins and Fairy Tail, because Seven Deadly Sins, Fairy Tail, and Black Clover all have somewhat of a setting that's kind of like fantasy medieval-esque, based on some of their building types. I always thought it would be fun to transform those main characters into Black Clover Magic Knights because the series kind of meshed together pretty well. But just in case some of you are wondering, yes, there will be other redesign type videos, because I've been doing a lot of Black Clover redesign videos where I essentially redesign all these characters into Black Clover Magic Knights. But the thing is, you guys, it seems like you guys like it a lot, so. But there will definitely be other redesign type videos coming, just like how I did Naruto and Boruto as steampunk characters. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the fact that Seven Deadly Sins manga might actually be ending soon. No! Sadly enough, I am actually not caught up with the manga, and I've been reading the manga because it's just something I never actually got around to, but I really want to read the manga. I really like the 2 seasons of the anime that are out already. But now that I'm hearing it's ending, I'm like, son of a... but it's not confirmed that it's ending, and right now it's all kind of speculation whether it's actually ending or not, because I mean, normally the company in the magazine that it's in normally has like a notification that the series will be ending in a certain amount of chapters, normally like 3 to 5 chapters, something of that sort. But it would be really messed up if like one of the chapters just show up and it's like, oh, guess what? Oh yeah, look, they're all happily ever after. Alright, never gonna see the series again. Bye. Like, I even see that as a bad business move, because wouldn't you want to technically hype up the end of the series so people come back to watch it and finish it up, you know what I'm saying? But based on one of the pages I saw from the last chapter, yeah, it's all a little bit of a spoiler. It's those darn videos, man. I haven't read the manga, but I start watching these videos and I'm like, oh, really, that happens? And I'm like, what am I doing watching this video? Even though all those videos normally have like a spoiler warning in the beginning, I just keep watching anyways, and then all of a sudden I'm like, and my ears start bleeding. But yeah, based on one of the last pages from the Seven Deadly Sins last chapter, it looks like the series actually might be ending soon, and it's kind of weird we haven't got any notification or anything like that. And apparently the next chapter is going to be titled Epilogue 1. It's kind of signifying that these are going to be the last chapters of the manga, but I haven't got anything official from the Kodansha magazine yet, which is kind of strange. It might be there to throw us off, that's what we can hope, but there's a big chance that it actually might be ending. Which brings me to my other point. Fairy Tail was one of the biggest manga in Kodansha that is kind of a magic-themed series, and I feel like Seven Deadly Sins was a direct competitor to that within that magazine, but from Shueisha to Kodansha, we have Black Clover on the Shueisha side, and we had Fairy Tail and Seven Deadly Sins on the Kodansha side. And I don't know much about the Fairy Tail series, but I heard that it ended, and I think the anime is still airing and stuff like that. But for the most part, from what I've heard, the Fairy Tail manga ended, and I haven't been hearing much about Fairy Tail lately, but I have been hearing about Seven Deadly Sins everywhere. Which in some cases lead me to believe that Seven Deadly Sins is kind of like their breadwinner for a magic kind of demon series on the Kodansha side of things. And then on the Shueisha side, we have Black Clover over there as some magic type series, you know. And I feel like since Fairy Tail's kind of fallen out of the picture in the manga game, Seven Deadly Sins and Black Clover would be direct competitors from these 2 competitive companies. Getting rid of Seven Deadly Sins is getting rid of another good manga under their belt to compete with Shueisha. And I don't know about all the series that's in Kodansha. Maybe there's another magic series that's kind of like creeping up that I don't know about, and maybe there's some sort of Fairy Tail spinoff that I also don't know about. But it's hard to believe that they would get rid of such a direct competitor to a Shueisha title. Of course, at the end of the day, you know, like if the author or artist really needs to end it or doesn't feel like it should go any further, I'm sure that there would be some, you know, compromise there and they would let him do it. Because I do remember an interview with the Seven Deadly Sins author where he said it would only last a certain amount of time. I forgot exactly what it was, but it wasn't that much longer, and people were like, oh no. But the joke was that these interviews happen a lot, and basically the artist or author ends up saying that it's going to end up ending in a certain amount of time, and it ends up going much longer than that. And if Seven Deadly Sins is definitely ending around this time, then man, this guy's really good at shooting for exactly where he kind of wants to end things. Let's get into the design a little bit. It seems like I take these characters and I always put them in like a Black Bulls sort of uniform. I think that's also because a lot of the characters I've been using are main characters that kind of have that shonen pop to them, and a lot of them would be categorized as like the misfit. Except for Todoroki and Kakashi. I don't think they would be in the Black Bulls at all. I don't know, I'll turn the question on to you guys. What Black Clover Magic Knight group do you think Meliodas would fall into? But yeah, so this design I ended up sticking pretty close to his original uniform. As for just overall aesthetic, kind of went with a different kind of vest that would fit more into the Black Clover universe, and I still kept like poofy pants and just changed the design a little bit. And then I gave him some high top shoes that are kind of loose at the top of the shoes, very similar to what Asta wears and what Meliodas wears as well. And right now I'm drawing the book, and some of you guys might be like, dude, that's the book? The thing is massive. I know, that's the point. I thought about like, you know, exaggerating with it. Meliodas is so powerful, and I thought about, you know, what if someone got this huge book in Black Clover? I thought that would be really cool. Of course, they essentially wouldn't be able to hold it. They would use magic to have it, you know, levitate so they could read from it, that type of thing. And that'd be really cool to see in Black Clover, to be honest. And we can't forget about Hawk down there, you know, the main character of Seven Deadly Sins. We all know that. Anyways, I was originally going to be putting kind of like demon marks on his forehead and below his eye, kind of like how Meliodas has in Seven Deadly Sins, but I decided against it because I wanted to have some of a more of a shonen look for this illustration. If you guys really wanted to see it, I could always go for a demon form of this illustration and actually make it more of an illustration look than just a character standing there, kind of, you know, play with composition and stuff like that. I've been thinking about giving that a shot and taking some of the designs I did in some of those series you guys like so much and doing another illustration with them in it, something that's a little bit more poppy, you know what I'm saying? And yes, I am aware that I changed his eye shape because I just went with my standard eye shape that I do for these kind of characters. And I did change his eye shape, but I was like, man, you know, I kind of wish I went with the Meliodas eye shape towards the end of it. So that kind of made me sad. I could have just redrawn the eyes, but they were already so darkly drawn in that it would have really messed up the face. In fact, something got on my eraser. I went to erase a portion towards his mouth on the left side of his face, and it rubbed off onto my paper, and I couldn't erase it off. So now it looks like he has like a smudge on the bottom of his chin, and it's kind of weird. But I decided at the very end that I was just going to take some white out and hit that up there because, you know, stuff like that happens, and I was like, well, it is what it is. But yeah, one of the things I've been thinking about doing is one of my digital sketches for one of these videos, and still recording my hand, not just the screen, but recording my hand drawing it because I created a really traditional looking pencil recently. I thought it would be really fun to try that out. My most recent drawings with this pencil was of Kenichi from Kenichi's Strongest Disciple and Natsu, as well as Todoroki, although my Todoroki drawing that's popping up is actually the inked version of it. But yeah, I'm thinking about trying that out, and also some possible long form content that might be coming. Because I have been hearing in the comments, and a lot of you guys have been asking for some slower content that, you know, you guys can see the lines drawn a little bit more. So I'm going to be giving that a shot. You can be looking forward to that, hopefully. But yeah, now that our family here is starting to grow, I'm hoping I can start trying to do a little bit other drawing content. It's all still going to be based around this kind of stuff, but just trying out some other new things. But in any case, if you guys want to help support what I do on this channel, help support my artists, you can check me out on my Patreon or buy some prints. Links for those will be in the description, but I would like to take this time to thank my current Patreons. Ashley Elizabeth, Woody Ellis, Heke Pelage, Wear My Crown, Daniel Healy, Noah Henderson, Maricuzio, JT, Satoshi, Slow Days, Alpha Dog Studios, Aaron McQuiston, Alcor, Person Smith, David Catrez, Malcolm X, This Guy Selo, Parthana, Thomas, Grim Reaper, Spencer, Blake Belcher, Carlos Loza, Wes Fletcher, Gramoff, Alicio Claro, David Jordan, Ian Dobb, Johnny Boy Draws. You guys are the best pencil nobbies there are and help me be able to do what I do on this channel. In any case, if you guys like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new to this channel, like what you see, please subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notified when each video comes out. And like always guys, I hope you're having a great day, and and I'll see you guys in the next video.